All right, fans, here we go with the main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the WBC Super Middleweight Championship of the World. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, live from the MGM Grand at Foxwoods, it's showtime! Introducing to you first, the challenger on my right, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black trunks with silver trim, trimmed in the U.S. flag. His record, 28 wins, 2 losses and 1 draw, with 17 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the 2000 Olympic bronze medalist, the current WBC #1 ranked contender, and the former undisputed middleweight champion of the world, known as Bad Intentions, introducing Jermain Taylor. And his opponent across the ring on my left, the defending world champion, fighting out of the red corner, wearing black trunks trimmed in the Union Jack. He is undefeated in his campaign to the ring with a record of 24 wins, no losses, 19 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the former British and Commonwealth champion, tonight making the first defense of his world crown, introducing the undefeated WBC Super Middleweight Champion of the World, introducing Carl the Cobra Froch.
Gentlemen, we went over the rules. Want a good clean fight? Protect yourself at all times. Good luck to both of you. Touch them up.
Well, the fascinating thing is, obviously, this is a pro Taylor, because they think Froch is going down and losing.
Carl Froch taking the biggest gamble of his career. If his luster will be tarnished, and he has to go to the back of the line. Around.
That will be very interesting for these two fighters.
That he's a natural super middleweight. Nice right.
Excited by whether Froch can take those right hands early in this. Does Carl Froch, but does he have a granite chin against?
Over Jean Pascal, December of 2008. Point, he feels that he's a natural super middleweight. Walks around at 170.
He's already taken some big right hands from Taylor, using it very effectively. There's already some red.
Taylor's trainer wants him to start work angles, make sure that you allow your right hand time.
Jermain Taylor, and Froch has had a hard time landing.
Froch goes to the body. On the bridge of the nose of Froch, he continues to eat jab after jab.
And do well early. But, big right by staying this in the second half of the fight. We'll get to that later.
Stamina problems in his career. After 5 rounds against Bernard Hopkins, Kelly Pavlik, even did it most recently against Jeff Lacey, doing a lot. And I would imagine that he wants to see how hard of a puncher. The 100 on a pivot by Taylor. And that's the end of the first.
Be sharper on the jab. Don't wait on him. If you're not ready to punch, just move around, okay?
Correct about using the jab. Now, Taylor landed this right hand on in the round. Carl Froch was able to get that right hand home and pushed.
Took a 33-0 record with 20 KOs into his only world title fight versus WBC. Round 2. Let's see if
that's almost exactly the way most people that look
Taylor in the deep water because of his reputation.
There have been in many of his fights times where he was literally buying time, use their stripes.
Much more relaxed than we've seen him in the past. As you mentioned, he's
Jermain Taylor is a very skillful fighter, always has, and when he uses them, he's a tough guy to handle in the ring.
Pascal was undefeated, a Canadian from.
Froch is not getting off very well with not landing his jab, and he has a great jab. There's the odds can be countered with it.
Froch has to be careful because, and that means he'd be.
Don't pull him by the neck. Don't pull him.
The WBC Super Middleweight Championship. Froch.
Very nice right hand there. Didn't do much damage to Taylor.
Mixing it up a bit at the end of the second round. Taylor throws.
Right hand every time, okay? Stop.
Look toward his jab hand. Look toward his jab hand. He just stays the same height.
And then let's be busy. Down the middle and short hooks, and when you're there, underneath straight away. Use these gloves to block, all right?
That fight was a WBC super middleweight title eliminated.
Potentially, and you just don't want a clash of heads that would create a cut. Far out, doesn't often get countered, but he's facing
Taylor, who defeated one of the greatest to Kelly Pavlik to have the belts taken away from him. Froch. Oh, nice right hand by Taylor. That back.
Can't really go in after him now because he got nailed with a big right hand when he came in.
Froch starting to get his confidence now. Taylor.
Oh my!
Froch on the ropes. He may be hurt. Again. Froch is hurt. Right hand. And Froch goes down.
7, 8, you good. All right? All right.
Wounded. Remember the Kelly Pavlik fight where Taylor
And Froch. Another right hand left hook. Froch. One of the best rounds.
Give me the eye for you. You're coming out and you're pulling your head up and you're sticking your chin in the air, and he's just coming back at you.
Taylor landed some hellacious right hands. Now there's the right hand with his own right hand. So at that point, Froch had things together, but told him he did carelessly, and he did. A right hand lands from Jermain Taylor.
Froch knocked down for the first time in his career. Now we will see what he's made of. Froch has to dig deep now because the man standing.
Now I would go back to the script that bears repeating. Most expected him to have a very good portion
With the right hand. Rogers Taylor made for it there. He barely missed. The challenger in the black trunks, Carl Froch, the Englishman, and first title defense for Froch.
You know, Jermain Taylor's defense is looked at. He has blocked a lot of punches, slipped punches, and made it very hard for Froch to. You know, Jermain Taylor has he's fought nothing but champions or former champions, so the list of opponents in front of him.
Scheduled for 12. Froch Taylor.
You've got to block his right jab, all right? You understand? Double jab right hand and back him up when you can, but just don't force it.
When he leaves himself open now, he will throw this uppercut and get countered. He tried the same thing and got countered.
Bust him with a jab, and the right hand left hook comes off.
So I agree with the one score.
Round 5 scheduled for 12. In the black, red, white, and blue trunks. As we start the 5th, it's been wicked. He's been working on angle
Right in front of Froch, even a little bit. I just thought it was low.
Now Froch goes to the body. That he wants him to sit down on his punches, especially when they've worked on it in the gym a lot during camp. There were only 2 cameras there, and those were throwaways. For Steakhouse in New York earlier this week, it was jammed.
Fighting a purposeful, effective fight.
Taylor in the 5th round, he's been doubling it up,
And that's why he's missing those right hands that he throws. Here's one of the rare effective, of course.
But the question is, this fight to evolve, to see where Taylor 6 through 12 with the same kind of intention.
The body. Both sides. And come out.
Jermain Taylor going downstairs with a big left hook and below the belt line, as you can see. So that one, I think Carl Froch had a case of
The world moving up to 168 from 160.
Keep it clean.
That's Taylor telling us that after losing to Kelly Pavlik twice, and what came out was that he wanted something again. He wanted to be Kelly Pavlik, and he can beat him if given another opportunity.
That's one of those trying to beat Pavlik. Now, they told Froch in his corner to doing those things.
Taylor, nice right hand, and that backs up Taylor. Down in the 3rd round as Taylor scored a right hand. 12. Both fighters exchanging stiff jabs.
Is a good trainer. He told Froch to throw the jab, the straight right hand, and
He's found his range. Taylor coming over the top.
may or may not be winning this round, though there's time still to do it. But he's certainly having his
A minute to go in round number 6.
past fights in which he said, it was in my mind every second better.
You guys.
Round 6, a much closer round. Could go either way.
Connecting. He blocks Taylor's jab. Nice work at the end of the round.
I had to stay out there with. He the one that's getting busted up.
Don't do it. That's it. Once every time, doesn't it?
Able to get the right hand, and the jab sets up that very good straight right hand very well. I mean, this is a beauty. And at the end of the round, Jermain Taylor trying to rally as they both.
In the black and red trunks, Jermain Taylor.
And remember, Froch was down in round 3.
Most of those punches blocked.
Yeah, the only round in which Froch was able to land a series when he went straight up the middle on Taylor and didn't throw those wide punches. And you know, that right hand that landed, we'll probably get a chance to find out. Froch
In this fight, Ozell Nelson, Taylor's
this round. I mean, they're both doing a very good job with that punch.
left hook by Taylor for all intents and purposes.
He really did to a great extent champion in Kelly Pavlik.
Froch trying to rout.
Got him behind the head.
Engineers when he punches back, okay? They'll go over the top, but if you pull out and stand up tall, they'll catch. Right glove to block his jab. How are we doing? Oh, such a tall hit jab.
Well, McCracken talked about using the right hand to block the jab of Solo. There is the jab that they're talking about. So, like Carl Froch does, you need to employ the same defense Kenny Norton.
That's the crab, or as Archie Moore would call it, the mongoose. Been in wars. Bernard Hopkins twice, Kelly Pavlik, Winky in 68. Froch from Nottingham, England, making his first
Fight. Froch is getting that right hand in. He is starting.
down. Froch.
Oh, yeah.
Hit.
From Taylor's perspective, I think he needs to do something. And mind you, they both have very good records. And it's not as if Taylor has been bad in the last part of fights. It's just he's not. So he's gotten wins, but this round 8 is a...
Taylor waiting. He may have been... Taylor backing up. He hasn't backed up. Now he's on his toes. There is heading by time. Froch continues to come forward.
Carl Froch, I'm sorry, Carl Froch. I hope Michael Ortega doesn't take any points away. Carl Froch keep doing jabs with straight right hands and come forward. That's what he's got to do
To get this right cross through. Brown trying to steal it. They butt heads.
For no reason. Sit down. You're loading up. That's the only up. And letting it. You ain't got him. You've got to box him. You've got to listen to what I'm telling you. There, and you let him nick it at the end because you opened up with big swing.
Robert McCracken is so right. When Froch got ugly shots, that's when Jermain Taylor was able to use his hand speed. And that left uppercut was a monstrous punch by Jermain Taylor.
Taylor in black with the U.S. flag.
I wouldn't even try. I'd throw jabs, straight right hands, and nothing.
I'd love to see Froch right hand instead of throwing it as a right cross. Taylor's guard is so high.
The pace of this fight has slowed a little bit here, primarily himself right now, and Froch doesn't want to attack wildly.
Taylor looks continue to pop. He continues to pop his jab, and it's scoring big Froch's shots. Now he goes to the body.
Now, Taylor's jab's been very effective in this round, but Froch has landed some very good punches as well.
Now Froch trying to lead. It's starting to swell up a bit. Taylor, left hook, right hand combination.
The problem for Carl Froch is that these rounds, starting from 2 of the 3, Gus, and this one's up for grabs, but it's going to be tricky for him to come back. These are pivotal rounds in terms of how the judges are scoring them.
In the tank, folks. He said he'd been eating well, sleeping well, training well.
Be busier. You can't let him hit you with the eye-catching punches and steal the round. We've knocked down. We're off the rope. Come on, babe.
This is 10th round right now.
From the UK Daily Express, Jack Overmeyer from Boxing Dublin.
Well, 1 has him comfortably, 2 pretty close, and I have it over Kraken's that far opposite. We're a couple down. They might only be a couple down.
Froch starting to loop that right hand.
In which Taylor is not counterpunching now. Froch is winning the battle of the jab now. Froch is throwing more. See, there's a good one from Taylor.
Froch, most of those blocked by Taylor, but
he needs a knockdown to get him back in this fight, or winning all these rounds remaining in round 10 anyway. He is dominating the round.
That's right, Taylor. Connecting by Taylor, and he doubled up the jab as he stepped back. A block.
Lands what he called eye-popping punches, and that couldn't make the round. But this round, this has been the...
Taylor.
And that time Froch did something interesting. He slipped one of Taylor.
Does have a great chin. Left hook connecting for Taylor. That buckled Froch.
Those rights put Froch down. I think the lefts have hurt him too.
Froch going...
Stay off his neck. Stay off his neck.
Working, but you've got to have your chin down because you come back with the odd counter over the top. You lean back and bend your knees. Move your head and use your feet, okay? Don't stay in front of him after you've punched.
Just real keep going fight.
This is it. That head
If you win these 6 minutes.
Round number 11 scheduled for 12.
Press row scores had Taylor winning. Froch has taken control of his will on Jermain Taylor right now.
Much more active.
If you look at the body language of the 2 fighters, there's that good uppercut. He's got a good one. It's clear that he very much.
As usual, Jermain got off to a great start in the first 5 rounds.
You know, Gus, you said something earlier, and and you were right. When he loosens that right hand a little bit and takes it, really helped him. So look, you won our first fight.
Some blood coming out of the nose of Taylor. Uppercut are starting to creep into his head.
Fun fight that Froch had.
Froch to the body. Uppercut, right hand, Froch pouring it on. Star in his country. Taylor pivoting. Taylor right hand, chopping down. Taken. Round 11.
Cuts by both men have been fantastic.
Taylor with the right hand. 25 seconds remaining in the gas.
But he's still throwing bombs, but it's Froch coming forward.
You've got to have this right.
Carl Froch coming around the guard. Something Gus Taylor was not ready to concede this round. Rallying with ended great uppercuts in the round. And then Froch coming back. But Jermain in the 12th round wins this fight.
How bad do you want?
And fight for Taylor, but it could easily be a draw or a 1-point fight.
Super middleweight championship of the world. Carl Froch, the champion, wants to take it. Taylor with some crisp punching.
This fight has gone exactly according to the script we laid out. Throwing, the last part is Carl Froch coming out.
Heavy punches by Froch. Right hand staggers. Taylor. Taylor's in. Taylor. He's ready to go. A minute 45 to go. Closing in. Carl Froch, the former
It went according to the plan. Carl, in the second half of this fight, after a terrible beginning.
Ran out of gas.
Sure did.
Fight because he wanted to receive international.
Astonishing 12th round. Taylor had been in trouble most of the round. There had been no knockdown. There was concern that he'd still be in trouble out of decision. That knockdown is what gave Carl a good chance to win the fight. But as you can see, Jermain Taylor have a very good chance of ending this fight, which of course is important. We take a look again at the knockdown. Jabs and right hand, that is what ultimately did in Jermain Taylor. Taylor was able to stay up at this juncture. That's astonishing, because he was getting his punches. And give Carl Froch credit for giving himself distance to punch. He didn't get himself to punch. That was, I think, the key in him ending up. This is the end of the fight, with Ortega looking on very carefully. See Froch to punch. He doesn't smother his punches and just keeps punching, and ultimately the fight is stopped. What a dramatic ending, and what an astonishing performance.
And based on the scorecards, if he would have won. Let's go inside the ring.
6 seconds in round number 12. Our referee in charge, Michael Orton, defeated, and still the WBC Cobra Froch.